Hello, my name is Chris Lugo. I am a progressive candidate for the United States Senate from the great state of Tennessee. I'm here today because I would like to talk to you about why I believe we should end nuclear weapons production in Tennessee. In August of 1945, the United States embarked on a new chapter in world history with the dropping of the nuclear bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Since that time, the United States has built up an arsenal of thousands of deadly nuclear warheads, ready to strike at a moment's notice anywhere in the world, delivering deadly destructive power. Regardless of how we feel about the decision to use the bomb, now we can take a step backwards and make sure that they're never used again on innocent civilians and non-combatants. Tennessee has a unique role in the development of the nuclear bomb with the Oak Ridge National Laboratories. At the beginning of World War II, President Roosevelt ordered the construction of the Oak Ridge National Laboratories and the Y-12 complex for the processing of uranium and other nuclear components which were vital to the construction of the bomb. Oak Ridge employed thousands of people during the construction of these bombs, and the processing was all done in a top-secret security environment. In the 1980s, the world stood on the verge of thermonuclear war. During that extended global conflict between the United States and the Soviet Union. Since that time, the issue has faded from the national spotlight. But the United States still remains the greatest threat to international security. We already have a nuclear arsenal that's big enough to blow up the entire world many times over. We should be making our stockpile smaller, not bigger. Every nuclear weapon that we dismantle will bring us that much closer to world peace. Oak Ridge could play an instrumental role in the dismantling of nuclear weapons. Recently, the National Nuclear Security Agency announced plans to build a new nuclear weapons production plant in violation of the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty. Oak Ridge is being targeted for new bomb production facilities. The United States committed in 1970 to pursue nuclear disarmament at an early date in the Non-Proliferation Treaty. It is time for us to keep our word. Nuclear bombs are dirty business. The toxic materials that we produce in the production of these bombs sticks around for hundreds of thousands of years. Scientists are still many years away from figuring out how to do anything with nuclear waste except put it underground and hope that people will forget about it. Nuclear bombs are also very expensive, much more expensive than most people realize. President Bush recently proposed spending another $21 billion on future nuclear maintenance and production. If we remain silent, we are giving our approval to a new nuclear arms race, an enduring nuclear arsenal, and a nuclear shadow over generations to come. The threat of nuclear weapons remains the greatest threat to global peace and security. As a world leader, the United States plays a fundamental role in the direction of global security. It is time for us to take a step towards peace and disarmament. I encourage all citizens to speak out against further nuclear weapons production or any new nuclear weapons plants at the Oak Ridge National Laboratories. As a candidate for federal office, I support full and open disclosure regarding our nuclear arsenal, the dismantling of all weapons of mass destruction, the elimination of nuclear weapons maintenance and production facilities still in existence, including Tennessee's Y-12 and Oak Ridge National Laboratories. I support the redirection of DOE and EPA dollars towards cleanup and restoration where possible of environmentally devastated areas, including the Oak Ridge bioregion, Savannah River, the Hanford Complex, Nevada Test Site, and Rocky Flats. I do not support the long-term storage of radioactive nuclear waste at Yucca Mountain in Nevada. Together we can make a difference. We can spend our money on warfare and the apocalypse, or we can spend billions of dollars on making a stronger society, where everyone has food, shelter, health care, and the prospect of a living wage job. It is time to lead the world towards true security, and to keep the promise that we made in the Non-Proliferation Treaty of 1970, and pursue complete disarmament of our nuclear weapons complex. Thank you. My name is Chris Lugo. I'm a candidate for the United States Senate in Tennessee. And if you'd like to visit my website, please go to www.voteforpeace.info. Thanks for taking the time to watch this, and have a good day.